We are underway here at East River Soccer Complex between the Bluefield College Rams and the St. Andrews Knights. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel and Cynthia Brown. Glad to have you here on this soccer doubleheader at East River Soccer Complex as the Rams look for another crucial AAC win. Last time we saw Bluefield just a couple of days ago here at East River Soccer Complex, they were able to get a 2-1 win against Columbia International. Did have to postpone a game against Concord, though, and lost on the road in Athens, Tennessee against Tennessee Wesleyan. But still, a very even matchup today because St. Andrews, they only have one conference win as well.
I mean, it's going to be definitely a good game between the two. Last year was a well-fought match with Bluefield and St. Andrews. Similar playing styles, liking to have a big forward up top just to move the ball around. It's exciting with Kevin back on the field, being able to move Duarte up with Axel back from a concussion. I'm excited for this matchup.
Long kick away from the goalkeeper. That's Valentino Perini in the net for St. Andrews. Well, the Knights coming into this one at 2-6-1, 1-3 in the conference, while the Rams are 3-7-1. That lone draw coming against Milligan, and 2-5-1 in the conference. And it's in. Kevin Stoffel, or rather.
And that was an own goal on the left back that gave a pressure ball to the goalkeeper and just flies in the back of the net.
So Kevin Stoffel able to just knock it through. We get another look at this. Stoffel was pressuring, and it rolls past Perini, so it's 1-0.
I mean, I'll take it. You get the goals out, you can get them.
That's unfortunate for St. Andrews, but the Rams are up with 43 minutes and 33 seconds left, so 1 minute and 37 seconds is all it takes for Bluefield to take the lead.
Now we know Bluefield doesn't have to be that high press, having one goal in their belt with 2 minutes.
It's a good start for Bluefield, to say the least, and St. Andrews coming off of a loss against former Bluefield College soccer player Kyle Finley's team, head coach of Milligan, beating them 4-2. But yet St. Andrews' lone win of the season in conference was against Union. That's a team that beat Bluefield 1-0. Of course, the Rams had that middle of September where they did not score a goal. Meanwhile, a foul in the middle of the field. Kevin Stoffel getting elbowed in the face. So it'll be a free kick for Bluefield. It was Lucas Shabab on the foul. Smith. Long ball in the middle. Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in for Bluefield as that one rolls up the hill.
I'm really liking Bluefield's calm possession as this game starts. They're not in much of a hurry, and they're just keeping the ball, knocking around, finding feet.
Vitro trying to feed Kevin Stoffel. Already 1-0 after the own goal. Duarte Ferreira pressuring in the midfield. No foul called. Here come the Rams. Joe Stacy. Smith can't find the pass, and it's going to be a throw-in for St. Andrews. St. Andrews coming from Laurinburg, North Carolina, on an area unfortunately devastated by Hurricane Florence. Here's Vitro. Belbagale slipping up in that pitch, and now the flag coming up. That was almost a one-on-one ball between the St. Andrews attack and Sven Kleinhans.
I mean, that's a great play by the outside back for St. Andrews, number 7 in all black. Just a flick of the right foot just to send their center forward in. He seems a little bit quicker than our back line. We're going to have to watch out for that.
Yeah, that was Ruben Faca almost able to capitalize on something there. Another chance for Bluefield. Into the box. Left footer. Goal! What a strike for Joe Stacy, and it's already 2-0.
I mean, what the skill going down the sideline, cutting it across the midfield to beat 2 players, and just to hit one in the back of the net with the left foot.
A young man from across the pond gives Bluefield the 2-0 lead, and we're only about 3 minutes into this match.
I mean, Bluefield's calm possession led up to that. Them just knocking the ball around, finding space, finding the outsides. I mean, I expect more to come.
What a strike that was for Joe Stacy. All kinds of speed. Meanwhile, here comes Tapia. Francisco Tapia battling. And now it'll be a goal kick for Sven Kleinhans.
With this 2-0 lead, you're usually with Bluefield lately, you're expecting Sven to make a lot of saves at the end of the game, but he's a little cushion right now.
Yeah, Sven Kleinhans having one of the better seasons in the AAC as far as a goalkeeper goes. Some masterful saves last time out. Here comes Duarte Ferreira. And when you talk about the stars of this Bluefield team and the difference makers, Duarte Ferreira has to be in the conversation.
Definitely by far, hitting some clutch penalty kick just to send them into overtime the one game and to win the game off, I believe.
Another throw in for St. Andrews. Just now joining us, the women's team unfortunately dropping theirs 2-0 today. But still a hard-fought match. Rams already up 2-0. Or under 5 minutes elapsed. Joe Stacy already scoring on a screamer. Smith, there's a slide and a foul. Free kick, Bluefield. Will that be a card?
Also a really slippery pitch out here
Right.
with the girls playing on here just 30 minutes ago, seeing how they just fell real easily. Hopefully this game can stay composed and not so chippy as the girls game got to.
Right, and now you have to look at for Bluefield, it is very tough to just even keep anything alive because, there's so much mud. And there's going to be more fouls because of it. Now free kick for the Rams.
Got a different two standing on the ball right now, Joe Stacy and Abel.
Abel will take it. Free kick handed away. And Kevin Stoffel trickles over to maintain possession for Bluefield. Off the head of Ferreira, Stacy dribbles back. Cutting for space. The cross blocked. And the race won by a defender for St. Andrews. Now on a break. Here come the Knights. Another long pass, and it rolls all the way back to Kleinhans.
Gotta think, if they want to send those balls, JJ Odenside is not the one to send it on. He's known for his speed on the outside flank.
J.J. Oldham as well as Gabriel Blackman in that back line. They play tough here at home. Another whistle, it'll be a free kick. It's a very physical Rams team.
The ref is not having this game.
Yeah, already seeing happiness, and Joe Stacy, he's a player that keeps the aggression high. It'll be a free kick for Duarte Ferreira. Targeting Stoffel. Ferreira. Straight to the back. It's Johansson. Kleinhans has to scoot it away, and he does. Vaca providing the pressure. Rams reeling back now.
That's just great ball control with just St. Andrews' number just continuing to push forward.
Yeah, very sporadic there as the whistle blows. And now substitution. Joe Gonzalez checking out. St. Andrews bringing in a new player. And that's Miguel De Sousa. Abel Bagale. Long touch. Race to the ball.
It's a beautiful ball by Bell.
Vasquez wins the race. Back to Bagale. Ferreira, left footer. Bagale. Now he saw it went off of a Knight, so a corner kick. Rams are moving lightning fast. That counted as the corner. Vasquez. Stacy. 3-0 Bluefield.
That's a beautiful control touch by Joe Stacy for another 2-0 goal. I believe he's one of the leading goal scorers for Bluefield right now, like Kevin Stoffel.
What a quick corner that was, Cynthia, as the Rams have taken the 3-0 lead. Second goal of the match for Joe Stacy.
And this is good play recognition by Bell, just to notice that the short corner was on with Brian just seeing it early.
He put it down and then just dribbled it out.
Not too sure he can double touch it. Luckily, the ref didn't see that. It would have been called back,
Vasquez
but
was there as well, so.
Luckily for him, he definitely did double touch it.
So the second goal for Joe Stacy. Already in this match, Rams look confident. One of the better starts of the season for Bluefield, that's for sure. "35 minutes and 56 seconds. So 5 goals on the season for Joe Stacy after punching 2 in the back of the net. That actually puts him in the lead as far as goal scorers for Bluefield. Isabel Bagale actually led with 4. The way this match is going, I don't think this is going to stay 3-0. 35 and a half minutes. First one was an own goal. Kevin Stoffel provided the pressure.
You got to think, with Bluefield having their starting lineup back out.
Here come the Knights. Vaca. Throw in St. Andrews. This match so sporadic on either side. St. Andrews doesn't really have the opportunities to be as sporadic because they're already down 3-0. They need to balance in their attack.
They definitely need to push a little bit more numbers forward and have a more controlled attack than they're having. They're trying to force plays down the middle of the field where Bluefield, quite frankly, is the strongest. Bluefield on another attack.
Yeah, Vasquez trying to get too cute with it there, though. Here comes Vaca. Vaca, what a move. In the box. The touch. Tapia. And it's kicked wide.
Bluefield definitely changing some things up, moving Elijah Smith from right back to center mid. Guess Justin trying to puzzle some pieces that he didn't see. Maybe we can try it out this game with a 3-0 lead early.
So here comes a corner kick. Caught by Kleinhans. 33 minutes and 20 seconds. You can tell the Rams are just oozing with confidence now. A foul. That's going to go on a Bagale.
I mean, if I score 3 goals within 15 minutes of the game, I've had
Within the
a
first
lot
5
of
minutes.
confidence. There's nothing but confidence racing through them right now.
Here's Tapia. Joe Oldham. I think St. Andrews is working in shock that they're down by this much now. Vasquez. Rams need crisp passes. Stoffel. Stolen away.
Rams seem like they're forcing a little bit more than they did in the beginning. Also, a wonderful 1v1 defending with Gabriel.
Here comes Pagale, promising chance, and he was offside. Abel Pagale getting called down by the official.
Bluefield's moving a lot of numbers around. Their whole back line has changed, and they moved both of their outside backs to center mid with Duarte.
31 minutes, 44 seconds. Here's Valentino Perini. Another whistle. It'll be a foul and a free kick for St. Andrews. 3-0 if you're just now joining us. An own goal within the first 2 minutes of the match. And then Joe Stacy, a couple of screamers coming off of his foot. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Bluefield College Rams. Eyeing their third win in conference this year, but now a free kick. Here's Vaca. Lee shoot on Kleinhans. In there! What a goal! Ruben Vaca bouncing it past Fenn Kleinhans, and now it's a 2-goal match, 3-1.
I mean, that's a shocking goal to go on with Finn in the back of the net. Most free kicks won't go in with him having a little bit of distance between him and the ball. That's a great free kick by the Knights.
So at 30 minutes and 55 seconds, you can just tell both of these teams are playing some electric soccer so far. Everybody's fast. Everybody's got fresh legs. And the defenses just need to stay put. So it's 3-1. Back to Smith. Here's Ferreira. Belbagale plays it off the chest. Stoffel somehow won that, but it'll be a goal kick.
Long ball.
What a long ball. Tapia trying to make it a 1-goal game, and Ivan, or rather Gabriel Blackman, sprinting and forcing a corner kick.
Gabriel's one-on-one defense, like I said again, is really going to test these Knights. Short corner kick for the Knights.
Yeah, they were trying to take a play out of Bluefield's playbook. Stolen away. This match can change in an instant. Here's Kevin Stoffel. Rams moving quickly. Magale back to Stoffel. Right footer sliding past the keeper. 4-1 Bluefield.
I mean, that is just a picture-perfect 1-2 pass with a Bell and Kevin. That couldn't get prettier with a beautiful finish at the end with Kevin. Bluefield is playing some beautiful soccer right now, Bailey.
Yeah, Kevin Stoffel, one of the primary goal scorers for Bluefield. That's his 4th of the season. 4-1. So all of the big names for Bluefield College getting into the mix today. Joe Stacy already has 2 goals. Kevin Stoffel forcing an own goal. And then that one just going one-on-one with Perini and sliding it right past him. So it's 4-1. This is going to have a football, American football that is, style score to it at the end of it. The way this match is going. After Perini and Abel Bagale turn into a pretzel, it'll be a free kick. all the way back to Kleinhans. So Vaca turning this into a match after that free kick for St. Andrews, bouncing it past Kleinhans, but it's been all Rams so far. Nothing on the back line for the Knights.
The middle of the pitch for both teams is just a mud fest.
Yeah, just everyone's tornadoing around in the middle of that, a mud bog at the middle of the field. Over to Stacy. He's got 2 goals already. Stacy. The cross. Bagale can't find it after it's picked by Perini in the air.
Joe Stacy's pace on the outside just gives Bluefield just an extra number on the attack.
Here's Francisco Tapia dribbling past the slide of Oldham. And Oldham wins the battle back. It'll be a throw-in for Bluefield. By the way, 27 minutes, 18 seconds left to go. Fun one early on here at East River Soccer Complex. Vitro has to clear it out to Johansson. Here's Vasquez.
Bluefield just doing a beautiful job switching the point of attack.
Lots of give and go early. Stoffel into the box again. Right footer. And a save needed to be made by Perini. That one not have went in, but instead it'll be another corner kick. Clock rolling down now to 26 minutes and 10 seconds. Last time the Rams took that quick corner, they were able to score. 4-1 Rams.
I think this is Joe Stacy taking the corner for Bluefield.
So now Stacy will take the corner. Off of Blackman.
With you being up 4-1, I don't think it's a real big challenge to get a throw in.
No. The Rams have controlled possession. St. Andrews has shown some shocks of energy. But the passing has just been impeccable for Bluefield. Here's Joe Stacy. And this really is a dream come true for the Rams because everybody has fresh legs. The attack hasn't been slowed at all. There has been no fatigue, and it's been working. 4 goals already.
Especially they have all their numbers back, have the same back line.
Right.
Justin's able to move players around that he wants to now, especially with the lead.
Vitro. Stacy has been able to win this battle on the side. Francisco Tapia. It also looked like the Rams are just more used to playing in this mud. Nobody's slipping for Bluefield. Now, but golly, the flag came up, and that's one of the most disappointing feelings. You see that flag come up and you're one-on-one with goal. So that'll be a free kick for St. Andrews. Down the line. Vaca slipped. Ferreira couldn't push it out, though. And it's finally cleared away by Oldham. Newman. Stolen away. Good play by Brian Vasquez. Kevin Stoffel. Good pass down low to Bagale, but he touches it back towards midfield. Looks like the Rams could have kept moving.
Definitely don't think he saw number 2 coming for St. Andrews, just tracking back.
Stacy chips it to Stoffel. Stutter step. And he forces a corner. That's a mature play for Kevin Stoffel as well. He's matched up there with Julio Rico. Had to kick it off of the defender when he saw that he didn't have a good angle to give it to Abel Bagale.
I mean, this is a smart play. Kevin's a smart player. I mean, knowing Kevin, I would think he would do something a little tricky in his bag, and just trying to find maybe a cut back and finding Abel that way.
So another corner kick for Bluefield. Clock has ran down to 21.5 minutes left to go in this first half. Rams leading 4-1. And the young man with 2 goals, Joe Stacy, launches it on a corner. Another header for Axel Johansson. And it bounces wide. So despite having the coolest name on the team, he doesn't get a goal there.
Unlike most games, Bluefield actually has a height advantage with Axel and Dorte sitting in the midfield.
Yeah, Johansson steps up as a defender. And that looked like the play that Joe Stacy wanted. He was aiming for Johansson right in the middle. So Johansson clears. Good sliding effort. Here come the Rams. Oldham. Bagale slipped up. It'll be a free kick. Ferreira was on the best free kick, but he wins it back. Joe Stacy towards midfield. 19:50 on the clock. Rams have controlled the entire pace of the match. All except for the one free kick for St. Andrews that bounced past Kleinhans and has been dominant for Bluefield. Off of the head for Kevin Stoffel. Just wide.
I mean, it's a great thought from Kevin Stoffel, having the defender on his right side, closing the cutback, trying to use the outside of his right foot just to try to curve it past the goalie. Just
How about the
curving
pass?
The ball.
Yeah, how about the pass from Abel Bagale off of the head? That almost seemed unintentional because of how smooth it was. It just skimmed his hair and rolled to Kevin Stoffel.
I mean, Abel's just not the player to really use his body like Kevin is. Abel has a lot of tricks up his sleeves that just go unnoticed.
Rams get it back. Kevin Stoffel. Right footer saved by Perini. And the goalkeeper dove right back on it. Can this be a breakaway for the Knights? Vaca tripped up. There's going to be a foul. Well, they go for a booking. They rush that free kick. Down the line. Out. And what will the call be here? Everybody staying. It's going to be a corner kick for St. Andrews. Corner kick coming up for the Knights. It's kept grounded. Another long ball, and it's popped straight up. Jordan Lewis couldn't find his footing there for the Knights. And the Rams will have a goal kick with under 17 and a half minutes to play before halftime. One of the more explosive halves of soccer we have seen from Bluefield this year, if not the most explosive.
Carly Owens subbed into the game for Abel.
Yeah, Carly Owens coming in for Abel Bagale, bringing some more fresh legs. Owens a two-sport athlete. Plays volleyball as well and brings sheer speed. Now, Bagale might be better at handling the ball, but Owens definitely faster. Stoffel slipped up. Johansson. Here's Stoffel. Has Owens in the box.
That's great 1v1 defense by the St. Andrews.
As for the Knights, can they keep it alive? 4-1 the score. Rams already dominating. Johansson. Back to Smith. No touch and go that Bluefield wanted. Blackman. Long rip for Vaca, and it's headed away. There's Alec Vitro getting in the way of that ball, but Francisco Tapia. Still 15 and a half minutes left. Now a whistle and a free kick. I think the Rams were a bit frustrated there because it looked like they were winning that ball anyway. Instead, they'll get the free kick and keep it quickly. Brian Vasquez. That'll be the call here, a throw-in. For St. Andrews. So they do need a new player to come in for the Knights. And the new man checking in for St. Andrews. Andre Roberts. Rolling for the Knights, 14 minutes and 30 seconds away from halftime. Line plays it back. Well, it looks like for St. Andrews that the Knights are just trying very cherry-picking effort where they're launching these balls down the pitch, trying to find guys like Vaca, and now in whistle of Boo-Doo-Boo.
I feel like a lot of the time their pace has been better than the opposing team, but in our case, great pace in our back line. Especially with Gabriel having amazing 1v1 defense. And actually the strongest defender reading their ball, they're trying to play.
So Obadumu now in as we're a taller guy. Good ball for Owens, and the flag came up again.
Teammate Brian just held the ball a little too long. I was waiting for it earlier. Seeing the ball earlier, he can just see it on his foot.
Well, this match has been a track meet so far. Everybody's running past everyone. All these through balls, and the flag has came up a few times for the Rams. 13 minutes, 20 seconds left to go, and now another free kick. Long range from Andrew Newman. Obadumu with the header. Ferreira. Karam's towards the middle of the pitch. Sliding play, and a throw-in for St. Andrews. Another header. Ferreira. Rams on a break. Owens has his hand up. He wants it. Instead, Joe Stacy takes it all the way himself. Switching directions. Owens gives it right back to Stacy to keep it alive. Now Stoffel. Can he head it in? No, Perini catches it, and I think the best chance there, Cynthia, was Carleek Owens finding out where he was and ranging back and booting that ball past Perini.
I mean, definitely field awareness by Carleek. I was hoping for him to one-touch that ball from Joe Stacy in the back of the net instead of taking a touch there.
So instead, here comes Vaca for St. Andrews. Cutting into the box again. Good one-on-one defense. And he found no help. No foul called, and the Rams have it back. Stoffel. Touch and go to Owens. Can't win the race. 11 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Jordan Lewis for St. Andrews. Here's Vasquez. Stoffel wasn't ready. Stoffel. Owens whiffed. That was a great pass and a sheer almost goal for Bluefield, that's for sure.
I know Carleek's wanting that one-touch ball back.
Yep. It was teed up right to him. Can't be as frustrating for Bluefield, though, already up 4-1. Stolen. Johansson slipped. Vaca one-on-one with the defender. It's a chance for Blackman to step up. Obadumu, the touch. Left footer, saved by Klein-Hines. Julio Rico nearly made it a 2-goal game, but instead Sven Klein-Hines diving for yet another save. What an impeccable season he's had.
I mean, Sven's just a goalie where those saves just seem normal now. Those one-on-one saves, you don't expect them to go on the
You're
back of the
absolutely
net
right.
like any other goalie.
So now a corner kick for St. Andrews. Nobody there. Tapia. Chip shot. Kicked away, and it'll be a throw-in for St. Andrews, who went off of Kevin Stoffel. Inside of 10 minutes left, 9:20 on the clock, 4-1 Bluefield. Most of the goals being scored in the first 5 minutes. An own goal for St. Andrews, 2 from Joe Stacy, and then Kevin Stoffel putting his 4th of the goal of the year into the back of the net. Another corner. Header. A save from Klein Hans again. That was the best look that SAU has had off of a corner kick. Obadumu stepped up. He knew where that one wanted to go. And Klein Hans able to dive for another save in this match. 4-1 it stays. So here's Klein Hans to kick the ball away with 8.5 minutes left to go. Stacy. Now Smith, racing past defenders. Seems like quicksand right on the far middle, near the circle, close to the press box. Everybody slips up even more than usual. Kevin Stoffel ranges it back. Finds help. Blocked. Good shot for Vitro. And Johansson getting called with a foul as Obadumu straight into the mud. Free kick, wasting no time, and Klein Hans picks the ball very close to the line. Here's Blackman. 7:15 on the clock.
Bluefield seeming to try to be a little too cute with their moves and their passes they're giving to each other. It's a little too slick out there to do those.
And you can say that about the opposing team as well. The Knights, maybe not being as cute, but every pass they have and every effort at midfield, you have to take another chance at it because you're going to slip up and fall.
All of Knight's attack just seems to be long balls. Nothing really possession-wise to actually get in with multiple numbers going in. More like a lone forward by himself.
Here's JoJo Oldham. Rams fell asleep on that pass. And Kevin Stoffel makes up for it as he kicks it all the way up to Joe Stacy. Stoffel. Good move. Cross. Carleek Owens wasn't there, and it'll be a throw-in for St. Andrews, but yet another ambitious chance for Kevin Stoffel. And the Knights are bringing in even more fresh legs here with under 6 minutes to play. Five minutes, 50 seconds.
Bluefield's game over the last 7-8 minutes has been a little sloppy to me, not really connecting passes or switching the point of attack like they were in the beginning of the game. They want to keep that same energy they had in the beginning as they do now.
You had to know that St. Andrews was going to adjust. It was just a matter of time, but now Ferreira slipping past the defender. Joe Stacy. He has Stoffel in the box as well as Owens. And a flat pass from Ferreira. 5 minutes flat. All kinds of chunks of turf flying up in the air. Owens. Good pass, but no one's there. Kevin Stoffel missed it by a foot.
Carleek Owens there needs to know his pace and just maybe taking an extra touch, waiting for Kevin Stoffel to get into the box.
So 4.5 minutes left. So blows.
I mean, this game going a lot different than our game before. 4-1 in the first half. We were waiting for a goal.
And that women's game, both teams had not scored a goal yet this year, unfortunately for Bluefield, falling to 0-13 on the season, and they still have yet to find that first goal. And St. Andrews scoring 2 goals, one on a screamer from Maddie Lopez, rather. And then that last goal by Kennedy Mayo putting St. Andrews up right at the last second. Different story in the men's game, though. Good one ball by St. Andrews. Jack Jarvis battling, a foul is called. And Jarvis forces a free kick. Draped over the back of Gabriel Blackman, but Blackman fighting him off. 3:15 left to go.
I think Jarvis thought that foul was against him at first. I think the ref saw the initial foul on Gabriel and just tried to let it play out because they had advantage and they were attacking third.
So now a free kick with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. Jesus Sonora with most of his team lining up on that far corner of the box. Now Sonora. Pretty ball, but it's headed away. One by Stacy. Owens pushes it back towards the middle. Stacy. Nearly a hat trick, and he missed it there with the left foot. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. It's been all Bluefield so far. Kept alive, and now it'll be yet another throw-in for the Rams. See if they can muster up one more goal shot here.
I mean, that last chance could have been a goal. Joe Stacy just didn't get the angle that he wanted for that shot.
I think Joe Stacy, I mean, he's the best ball handler in the entire pitch, it looks like, between both teams. And he can be as patient as he wants in those situations. He could probably spun that back out to get another look at it.
I mean, players that are that good, sometimes they don't know that they can do such things.
Minute and a half left to go. Now for St. Andrews. Could this be a cross? Headed away by Blackman. And a clearance. Owens trying to find it. He has Stoffel behind him. The key word behind him. 1 minute left to go. Out of Stoffel, 44 seconds. Owens, flag came up. He was about 20 feet in front of everybody else. Rams have to be proud of how they played, at least in the first 5 minutes.
I mean, with someone with Carleek's speed, they just have to learn how to run across the line before running forward. You don't have to get an extra step on them like other players might need.
St. Andrews, can they find a goal to change momentum before both teams go into the dressing rooms? 10 seconds. Just wide. Good shot for Obadumu. And that will be it for the first half. Rams with an electric start here at East River Soccer Complex. Joe Stacy's 2 goals, the own goal, and Kevin Stoffel's fourth goal of the season makes it 4-1. Rams up at half over St. Andrews. 45 minutes away from a Rams victory as they lead 4-1 over the St. Andrews Knights here at East River Soccer Complex. Bailey Engel and Cynthia Brown, we're glad to have you here after Joe Stacy scored the first two goals, or rather the second and third goals of the match after the first one was an own goal, and then Kevin Stoffel scored the fourth goal of the match. Rams look good. Ruben Vaca with that free kick goal that's the only dent for the St. Andrews Knights, but really, Cynthia, the Rams control possession the entire first half.
Definitely. I would love to see them coming out with the same energy that they had in the first half. I mean, St. Andrews looked like they were trying to push some numbers up and get some more of attack. Bluefield's back to their regular lineup, which is good to see.
Jack Jarvis on the run for St. Andrews. Chips it into the box, and Sven Kleinhans trickles up to get it. Rams scored the majority of those goals in the first 5 minutes of the match. And they slowed down as expected. You can't really think that they're going to score 12 goals in that first half, but it sure did look like it early on. Here's Stacy. Some physicality right there before the box.
And that, I think that's Brian Vasquez on the left side of the pitch.
What a sliding effort from Joe Stacy, and he thought he got all ball. It's going to be a foul and a free kick, no card though. And now a throw in for St. Andrews. Over a minute and a half elapsed. It's 43-20 on the clock now. St. Andrews with only one conference win is now the long cross. Kleinhans backpedals into the snare and makes the catch. So now 43-08. Throws it over to Smith. Stacy. Good ball. Stoffel off his head. And Perini watches it roll, but it'll be a goal kick.
I mean, you got to think, when Stacy goes 1v1 with any defender, that he's probably 100% of the time going to win that battle.
He's got a lot of speed, and those 2 goals we saw from him in the first half were confident goals at that. They were not freebies at all. He worked for them and lasered them past Perini. Now Vitro. Good ball. Kleinhans slides up and boots it across midfield. Wow.
Those plays that Sven just makes just seem so effortless. Like, it's just a natural instinct for him to do those things.
Instead of diving on it, Julio Rico, the forward, was about to push it past him, but Sven Kleinhans on a baseball-style slide kicks it about 50 yards. So now a throw in for the Rams. And it appears that there's going to be another game on this field after this. I feel for them because these players are barely keeping any sort of balance up right now.
I think it's going to be a PK.
Was it in the box? Stoffel stumbled in the corner, and it will be a penalty kick. Duarte Ferreira looking for another penalty kick goal. He's done that in the last 2 matches here at East River Soccer Complex.
I mean, that's a great job by the refs just to look past the ball and look at the players around the ball. It's a pull of the arm from the defender for the Knights.
So if Ferreira pushes this into the net, it'll be his 4th goal of the season. Already 4-1.
Pretty sure Ferreira hasn't missed one this season with his penalty kicks. He loves the left side of the net. Let's see if he goes for it again.
Perini, the only obstacle for Ferreira. Rams going for a 4-goal lead. Penalty kick. Ferreira shoots and scores. 5-1 Bluefield.
Ferreira in those PKs, he really gives it away that he's going right. And at the last moment, he just switches his body to the left side of the goal. It's a beautiful free kick by Duarte.
Cheeky move from Ferreira, and it's 5-1. And what a foul. The ball was going the other way, and Kevin Stoffel, he was about a foot away from that being just a regular free kick, albeit dangerous, but just laying down in the corner. He sold it well, and now instead of it just being 4-1, it's 5-1. Long hill to climb for the St. Andrews Knights. Good push for the Knights. Into the box.
It's a great tackle by Joe Stacy.
It was a good look for Ricardo Silva, the forward. Stoffel with an open lane. Tons of speed from the Austrian. Right footer, and it's pushed down into the dirt. He had no numbers, and Owens was on the other side, but Stoffel was winning that race, so he had to shoot it himself.
Definitely, I would love to see him cut in and take a shot with his left foot just to get a better angle at the goal.
5-1, 40 minutes left to go. Another whistle and a free kick. I want to play it quickly. Vaca. Another header. Now a free kick as Blackman was ranged down into the dirt from Bliss Obadumu. Here comes Vaca. Feeding Tapia. Gotta give it to Blackman, Cynthia, as he fought that back. It'll be a goal kick. It has been very tough for St. Andrews to get anything going because when they get into the attacking third, Blackman or JoJo Oldham are going to win those one-on-one matchups.
Definitely, they both have good pace on the ball, especially JJ Oldham on the outside flank. And then you have Gabriel right behind him. That's a hard duo just to try to get around. Gabriel's really strong on his 1v1s, and I mean, this player definitely fights. He's getting taken down a lot this game.
38 minutes, 33 seconds. Whistle and now some fresh legs in for the Rams.
I believe that's Michael Inns coming in for Axel.
So Axel Johansson taken off of the back line. That has been stout for the Rams, and Michael Inns now in. Here's Stoffel. Can't get past the slide. Stuffed at midfield.
Just got to get that ball off your foot a little bit sooner. And you got two great players, Joe Stacy on your right side and then Carleek with amazing pace on your left.
Here's Smith. He was shoved. Obadumu. Hefty kick, and it rolls into the box for Klein Hans. All Rams early on in this one. Silva. Now Obadumu, the flag came up. Now a goal kick for Sven Kleinhans. Rams have scored a goal already in the second half off of the foot of Duarte Ferreira, his fourth goal of the year. His third at home on penalty kicks.
With Coach moving Joe Stacy inside the center mid, it's definitely going to cause a lot of chaos for Knights center mids to get the ball off like they're trying to do to their forwards.
Now the Knights, on some of their scoring opportunities, they have been so quick, but unfortunately for them, they have been few and far between. Ambitious pass to Stoffel. Silva got it in the way. Vaca. He has the lone goal for St. Andrews. Big pass. Jarvis on a bounce. Off of the face of Oldham. That'll be a throw-in. Out now a corner. So I have to see if St. Andrews can cut into this 4-goal lead. 35 minutes and 25 seconds left. It's been all Rams in every facet of the game. Quick corner. Tapia heads it straight into the air. Still pinging around, and Owens wins possession. Rams on a break. Stoffel. Owens now. Spreading the ball out. And that only gave the Knights an opportunity to get back. Ends. Rolling to Perini. He flattens out to get it.
That's just great work by Carlik Owens to win it out of side of the corner kick and make something out of it for Bluefield.
Rams winning the defensive matchup, but now Tapia. 2 men in the box. And Blackman kicked it out. It'll be a corner kick, though.
I mean, this is a little easy for Elijah and Dorte to have a 2v1 against the Knights outside mid and to get beat on that play.
34-20 on the clock. 5-1 the score. Now Francisco Tapia with the corner. Tapia. Another header towards goal. And Kleinhans runs over to get the ball. Hurling it out now. Stoffel. He just wanted to push the ball down the field. Can he get there? Good idea for St. Andrews and Andre Roberts to give it back to his keeper. (33-28). So now a foul on Bluefield and a free kick for St. Andrews. Rams at 3-7-1. Or rather a throw-in. Rams at 3-7-1, 2-5-1 in the conference, and St. Andrews 2-6-1, 1-3 in the AAC. So the Rams eyeing their 4th win of the season. Roberts can't get it past Bluefield. Another breakaway for the Rams. They go 4-on-2. Stoffel. Now for Ends.
It's a great tackle by Elijah Smith on the outside.
Now he has it. Smith. Great work. Smith. Going down inside the box, but wow. The ball movement nearly good enough for the 6th goal. Bouncing wide, Obadumu. Kleinhans has to step back. Good pass. And it's through. Goal.
That's just a defensive breakdown on Bluefield's part. Elijah Smith took the ball up, didn't have much cover back, caused Gabriel to step outside. Definitely has a center mid, definitely has to pinch in to help out right there.
That's a goal for Julio Rico. Good assist there for Obadumu, and it's 5-2, stopping the clock at 31:55. So St. Andrews scoring their first goal without it being off of a set piece. That first goal back in the first half was off of Ruben Vaca on a free kick. Here's Stacy. Going for it all, and Kevin Stoffel. Stoffel dragged down, and now there will be another penalty kick.
That's definitely a foul. I'm surprised the ref didn't call that. I'm guessing it's just because it's a 5-2 lead. It's a foul.
The flag came up. It looked like that was going to be a foul. Meanwhile, Stoffel is still down. So our apologies here for calling that a penalty kick. But the flag came up, and that looked like it was an obvious foul, at least on somebody.
definitely seemed like the defender jumped on Kevin Stoffel's back.
We can get another look at our slight playback here. And now Stoffel is up, but wow, that is downright shocking that was not called for anything. As Stoffel, as well as Silva, I believe, tornadoing down inside the ground.
I mean, it was clear that Stoffel had the advantage on the defender. Just for the ref not to call that. Just guessing this is a 3-0 up.
As we got another look, that's a sheer foul. Whistle came up, but nothing happened. 31:30 left to go. Joe Stacy, physical play. Officials have to be pretty careful to not lose control of this match here, and I think that's what they're trying to do is garner this.
Seeming to be a long free kick by the nice defender. And it's in the box. Beautiful head out by Duarte.
Yeah, Duarte Ferreira on the clearance, and Vaca rolls it wide. Now a goal kick for Bluefield, wasting no time. Tapia, though, off the carom pass, and he ripped it right over the post. Free kick, Bluefield.
Game getting a little chippy ever since the Knights caught their second goal.
Especially after that foul that wasn't a foul, apparently, inside the box. Here's Smith. Throw in Bluefield. Ferreira. More physicality, and I think what you're also seeing, St. Andrews starting to believe they have something to come back, as now here's a breakaway. Tapia in the box. His shot just wide again.
I mean, the Knights definitely playing with a little bit more momentum in the second half. Trying to strip the defenders of the ball, looking for those counterattacks.
A little bit more momentum for the St. Andrews Knights, exactly right, because they have found these races towards the net where Sven Kleinhans is the only obstacle for them. Still 5-2, Rams on top by 3. Lone goal of the second half for Bluefield was off of a penalty kick from Duarte Ferreira, his 4th goal of the year. And Julio Rico off of a great pass from Ubadumu made it a 3-goal game. Ferreira fighting off Julio Rico. Touch and go for the Rams, now finally across midfield.
It's just beautiful ball movement outside the back.
Stacy. Good job by Blackman to step up, but Vaca threads it, and it rolls over to Kleinhans. Obadumu. Down to Stacy again. Stacy fights towards the middle, and he had a breaking Kevin Stoffel behind him, but instead tried to meander through the middle of the defense. 27 minutes flat left to go.
I mean, right there, I feel like it's just shocking that Joe Stacy didn't take his defender 1v1 with space behind.
Here comes Smith. Silva and Stoffel one-on-one towards the line, and now it'll be a corner kick. So a crucial set piece. Right footer, screeching over the net. It was a long shot for Andrew Newman. And St. Andrews working out everything. They're down by 3 goals. Even saying that, though, in the past 10 minutes or so, it's been all St. Andrews.
Definitely, but a lot of their chances have been half chances, if you say, from 40 yards out and angles that Sven clearly has covered. They're going to have to come up with a lot better opportunities for themselves.
Whistle and a foul. Yeah, they're going to need more chances. They definitely have time to do it, and we saw there in the first half, if they can do what Bluefield did, they can make this a match as the Rams scored those first 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. Stacy. Latunti Ibafimi now in for Bluefield. More fresh legs on the forward position. 25 minutes left to go. Another good ball. Ferreira intercepts.
It's a high kick on the defender for the Knights.
Another free kick. That's Silva. Now Smith. Nobody on the end of his pass. Rams getting a bit sloppy in the attacking third.
Definitely not using the whiff that they were using in the first half. Trying to force more things down the gut. This is an attack for the Knights.
What an attack it is. They do have a man in the box. Oldham fights it off, though. Everybody's slipping in the mud as Blackman corrals it for the Rams. A clearance. Not clear enough. Now some chippiness, more whistles. Clock stopped at 23:04.
I'd be surprised if the ref pulled out a card on that retaliation play.
Nothing yet.
Just a little talking to try to calm them down.
Now the clock says 23 minutes. Are they going to try to bring it up to the right time, which is now 23:07? Honestly shocked that happened as quickly as it did. Another throw in. Now the clock now starting. It'll be a goal kick.
We've seen Bluefield do this in their last home match when they were up 2-0. They started to get a little bit sloppy and the chippiness got to them. Hopefully they can calm it down this half and just swing the ball left and right like they were doing the first 10 minutes of the first half.
Well, fortunately for Bluefield, they have built up a big enough cushion. I mean, you're already up 5-2, and maybe some of the sloppiness, albeit not really aesthetically what head coach Dustin Morton wants, but still good enough. Tapia with some cheeky fighting of the ball. He's going up against 4 Bluefield defenders, and that's what happens. It'll be a throw in. "22 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. On the throw-in, Vaca. Stoffel clears on the cross. Ibafimi slipped up, though. On the ground, he slipped up. Stoffel trying to fight for it.
There's no way he can play on the ground like that.
No, and I think that the dangerous aspect of it is that Stoffel's just trying to keep it alive, and Matthias Kronik is spinning around in the mud.
Crawling on the ball just
Right.
to try to keep possession of it.
Yeah, and Stoffel can't do anything without it looking like a complete foul. Pops off of his head. Ferreira. Here's Stoffel. Has to fight it off once again from Lucas Shabab. 20 minutes and 50 seconds left before this match is over. Rams up 5-2. Stacy. Clearance rolls away, and now it'll be a throw-in for St. Andrews.
Ref is reaching into his pocket. It's probably going to be a card. That was a blatant foul, number 16, I believe.
So could this be a yellow card? And it is. So will it go on Adrian Casado? I think that's actually Santi Sierra, number 18. Stops the clock with 20 minutes and 7 seconds left. Linons takes the free kick and switches it up. I'm not sure why you would do that, but well, the Rams are up 3 goals. Why not?
I think he just wanted to touch the ball at this point.
Yeah. Throw in Rams. Now the cross. Rams haven't logged a shot in a long time. Throw in Bluefield. Really has for the last 15 minutes or so been mostly St. Andrews developing chances. But when the Rams score 4 first half goals and then a PK to start it out, in the second half, he can ease back a bit. 19 minutes, 10 seconds.
Seems to me they're looking for the attack still, just not connecting exactly in the final third like they would like to. They're not swinging the ball as much, using their left to right flank as much as they were the first half to find those first 4 goals.
Now Blackman. Whistle, and now another free kick for Bluefield. Rams have looked sharp in this match so far. Developing chance in the box. Another good fight on the back line. St. Andrews has made adjustments in the back line in the second half.
Pretty ball from the Knights.
Ferreira. Long kick. Ibafimi slides it out. Stacy. Rather, that's not Stacy, but still on the attack for Bluefield. Long shot, and Perini ranges up.
Bluefield's having a hard time finding Joe Stacy in the midfield with Knights midfield just crowding him. Knights getting a lot of momentum with 16:30 left in the half. See if they can get another 3 goals to tie the game up.
That was out. Tried to keep it alive.
I think the last thing this field needs, Bailey, is a little bit of rain.
More rain, yeah. And there's another game. It looks like this group of young ladies on the bleachers, you can't see in the shot, but they're about ready to play another game. And you're absolutely right. There does not need to be more soccer on this field, I would say, for about a solid 5 days or so. Stacy. Another kick, and even with that kick right there, he slipped up. That was Jesus Sonora. Free kick, though, for St. Andrews with 15 and a half minutes left to go. Yellow cards in this match. Joe Stacy with one, as well as Santi Sierra for St. Andrews.
I mean, they scored off a free kick in the first half, getting their first goal. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, Ruben Vaca, he did that. See if he rips one. Slipped up, and it rolled to Kleinhans. And that really is unfortunate with the playing surface right now. Rams trying to move quickly in transition. Under 15 minutes left to go. It's been all Rams in the first half and the beginning of the second half, but St. Andrews has shifted the momentum. They just don't have any goals to show for it.
It's a foul on Michael Enns right there.
So now foul on Michael Enns, giving it right back. Here comes Kevin Stoffel. Across. And Perini, he's played a solid second half. And more fresh legs in. Bliss Obadumu checking back in, as well as Jack Jarvis. Rolling the clock at 14:05. We're glad to have you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. It's been a fun soccer doubleheader. Fortunately, the Rams women did not come away with the win, but played tough today, always playing 2 players down. And the Rams, with their solid start, find themselves up 5-2 over an AAC opponent. It's not going to be fun moving those cords around in the rain. I do not want to get electrocuted. Here's Vaca. Out of Jarvis. Klein Hans stays off. It'll be a goal kick.
Bluefield's really going to have to calm down. With only 13 minutes left in this match, them coming down is going to cause a lot of frustration on St. Andrew's part. Got to find Kevin on the outside. He has great pace, great speed. He can get around defender in a heartbeat and score another goal to really set this game apart.
Well, fortunately for Bluefield, they set it apart in the first half and have made it so tough for this team from St. Andrews to come back, going up 3-0. They made it 3-1 after the free kick, and then Kevin Stoffel's goal made it 4-1. On this rain, getting even bigger. Tangled up, no doubt. That's a free kick. Rams couldn't play here last week in the rain because there was a high school match before that tore the field up. It was going to be a non-divisional matchup with Concord, another team from this southern West Virginia, southwest Virginia area. Ferreira lofts it in the box. And Perini scampers away to get it.
I mean, this might be a case where St. Andrews' half chances might work since the field is so slippery and the bounces are just unpredictable for the goalies. Sven's coming out his box.
So it has been Alessandro Benedetti in the goal. We haven't called upon him as much, but that's his 3rd save, so they did make a switch. Of course, folks, we don't have any PA here, so we have to guess when new players are in. "11 minutes, 45 seconds. Most of the fans retreating to their cars. We're under a picnic awning, luckily. Obadumu. Tapia for St. Andrews now in the box. Knocked away. Slipping up, it's Silva. Right footer, straight on a line to Kleinhans.
I mean, Blackman just having a phenomenal game, just knocking all of St. Andrews' opportunities away.
Here's Kevin Stoffel. Rams would walk out of this match feeling a lot better if they score a goal before they end it in the last 11 minutes or so. Here's Stacy. Wow, he really can carve up a defense.
I mean, it takes 3 defenders just to knock the ball away from Stacy.
Right. "10 minutes and 35 seconds before this one is over. Unless St. Andrews can somehow pound 3 goals behind Kleinhans. With not that much time left, Blackman gives it right back to his keeper.
Seeming like the forwards for the Knights are tiptoeing, trying not to slip on this wet surface they have.
Well, it's been like that all night, and it only gets worse with this water and the rain that has poured down in the last 5 minutes. Here's Silva. Fights past the defender. Tapia. Can't find his balance, and Bluefield gets it back. Not so fast as Tapia fights off Smith.
It's a great fight with Elijah Smith on the outside. The guy is definitely pulling jersey, fouling him, trying to get the better point of view.
Stacy with the clearance.
1v1 with Tunji and 2 defenders.
Ibafemi maintains his balance going up against 2 defenders. Just
He had
not the best
Brian
touch.
running on the outside too. If only he could have another touch.
Big raindrops falling here in the southern West Virginia skies. And now a new player coming in.
Looks like Carly Owens coming in for Ola Tunji Ebifemi.
Yeah, the Femi out.
I mean, as a defender for the Knights, you got to expect Carly Owens coming in with the pace that he has, with Tunji tying him down with Kevin Stoff on the outside. It's not a break.
No, everybody's quick, and I think Kevin Stoppel is the best player for Bluefield in that position because of how physical he is. The other two, they have the raw speed, but Stoppel, the best ball handling ability. Flag comes up as Tapia is in front of the defense with 8:17 left to go on the clock. Rams very close to a confident AAC win. Look at our live stats here. The Rams have rattled off 15 shots, 10 of them on goal. St. Andrews with 2 goals tonight. 13 shots and 7 of them on goal. And you got to remember that the first one was a free kick. The goals coming from Rico as well as Ruben Vaca. But the Rams capitalizing on a 2-goal night from Joe Stacy. Kevin Stoffel orchestrating 1 goal on his own. But the first goal was battling with the St. Andrews defender, and it went into the net in favor of the Rams. So an own goal actually got the scoring started very quickly in this match. 7.5 minutes left to go. And then Duarte Ferreira as well on that penalty kick. That's been the lone goal of the second half for Bluefield. Speaking of Ferreira, he chips it towards midfield as the mud puddles start to well up. Jack Jarvis matched up one-on-one with JoJo Oldham. That'll be a corner kick with under 7 minutes left. Now, Cynthia, this is a time where I wish we had a press box that was in an actual building.
Me too. It's getting a little windy and a
Yeah,
little chippy out here.
Yeah. Oh, all those cords up the hill.
I mean, that one's way over the net.
Way over. 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Thanks for all of you tuning in here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams do have a conference matchup this Saturday. It'll be Senior Day against Point. Fortunately, that will not be broadcasted because we are on the road with football. Tapia on a break. Ferreira touches the ball away. Now in the box. Vaca just misses the mark for his second goal of the night.
I mean, Gabriel Blackman has a reason to be upset at their midfield. They have midfielders plumbing in from St. Andrews with not a defender for Bluefield following them. I get his 5 minutes left with 3 goals ahead. He's still got to fight to the end. You never know what can happen. Bluefield got 3 goals in 5 minutes.
So as the time continues to trickle down, play continues. And if I were a betting man, I'd guess that all these high school matches scheduled after this have to be canceled. Another whistle and another free kick, this time for the Rams. And the official's going to pull out another yellow. That's going to, or rather, that's going to go straight to red. Andre Roberts ejected.
That's not even the player that made the foul on the ball. I
I
believe he
think
said
he
something
must have said
really
something.
bad to the ref to pull a straight red card out.
And your Roberts means you have to miss the next match, correct?
Yes.
So, well, that's just unfortunate. With 5 minutes left, you get a red card of a game that's already over.
I mean, with me playing with these refs last year, they're not quick to give a red card out.
No, and they have controlled the match very well. It's been physical. There have been some big foul calls.
That's unfortunate now to have 10 players on the pitch for the Knights.
Let's see if the Rams can sneak one by. 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Sven Kleinhans might have to take this free kick. Clips it way down the pitch. Here's Stacy for his hat trick over the post and a goal kick.
He slips on the free kick. That just shows how muddy this field actually is.
And it was muddy before. The rain has already just catalyzed that. Header back. Here's Owens. Can this be the exclamation point for Bluefield? Long run. Gives it up. What a pass. The shot blocked. Another chance, and it rolls straight to Benedetti.
And that's just a great job by Carlik Owens to know when to give the ball up. He took his space, dragged 2 defenders with him, and just a dish off a nice ball to Michael Inns. Carlik Owens just got caught ball watching on that one. Just sitting offside just a tad bit.
He's onside. It's been a frustrating second half for St. Andrews because they have controlled possession, but the defense for Bluefield has always came up strong. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Blackman sliding to keep that alive, and it'll be a throw-in. Wadumu down to his behind and right off of a Bluefield defender, so it'll be a corner kick. Clock rolling inside 3 minutes. Two and a half minutes. Corner kick. Flag is up. Kleinhans able to get it anyway as he hurls it out to Owens. Good ball for Owens. Racing past Jarvis. Nearly fouled. A good tackle, though. Stoffel fighting it back. Ferreira. Taking his time. Why rush? 2 minutes left.
I think Ferreira caught a Charlie horse.
Yeah, he did that, or it just looks like his shoe fell off, and he's just going with a heel as Ubadumu. Couldn't get it. Everybody's slipping around. Sloppy game of soccer. Minute and a half before this one's finally over. In the box again. Clearance. And now for Kevin Stoffel, tripped up. It'll be a free kick for Bluefield.
For us stopping the time at 1:12 to check on Duarte.
So the clock stopping for Duarte Ferrer, who has a goal tonight on a penalty kick. You know, as we're about to tie a bow on this one, Cynthia, for the Rams, it was such an electric start. All the momentum went the Rams' way out of the gate. They worked well with their fresh legs. They converted on opportunities, and St. Andrews just couldn't come out of that deep hole.
I mean, that's a big hole to dig for St. Andrews. I mean, and Bluefield not known for giving a lot of goals away. Definitely with the grade A goalkeeper inside the box with Gabriel in front of him, and then Justin just topped the cherry off with putting Duarte right in front of him also.
Yeah.
Joe Stacy had a phenomenal game this game, scoring 2 beautiful goals. I mean, Kevin just topped it off with another one. I mean, Rams' overall performance was amazing. They got a little tied up with the physicality that the Knights were bringing second half. But, I mean, allowing 2 goals, scoring 5, I'll take that.
Alessandro Benedetti was the new goalkeeper in the second half. He did make a difference, had 4 saves for St. Andrews, but the Rams didn't create as many chances as we thought they would. But when you score 3 goals in the first 5 minutes, you kind of cut yourself some slack. Play resumes. Duarte Ferreira had to be helped off. Another good ball for Smith. 1 minute remaining. The cross. You got to give it to Carlik Owens. He has really fought hard tonight, but he has not been able to break away. Now down to 45 seconds. Stacy. The cross towards goal. Everybody slipping up. Referee's making a good choice not to call that foul as the clock is inside of 30 minutes or 30 seconds. Ten seconds now. And 1. Rams, after a big start, get the win 5-2 over St. Andrews, scoring 3 goals in the first 5 minutes. Joe Stacy leading the way, scoring 2 goals for Bluefield, as now the Rams are 4-7-1 on the year and 3-5-1 in conference. A hard-fought match that Bluefield came out on top of.
Definitely. It was a hard-fought match. I mean, Rams came out, like you said, electrifying, scoring 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game. I mean, Kevin just gives a presence where it made the defender really pressured, scoring the own goal in the first 1 minute of the game. Bluefield has to come out Saturday and even play a lot harder with it being senior night.
Rams will play against Point on Saturday, and they get a big win here today against the St. Andrews Knights inside of a rainy East River Soccer Complex. So that will do it for our coverage of soccer here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. For Michael Everett, my cameraman, for Cynthia Brown, my color commentator, my name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score from East River. Rams win it 5-2.